What a lot of people have to understand is that politics, just like any other career, it's just a job at the end of the day for these people. A lot of these politicians obviously don't care about people or policies or whatever. They're just doing this because they have tremendous personal ambition and they're willing to, do whatever it takes. Which politics obviously involves a lot of lying and all that kind of other nasty stuff to do it. You know, Kemi being elected leader of the Conservative Party is no different from a black woman being appointed CEO of JP Morgan. You know, it's a fantastic personal achievement for her and in terms of where she wants to be in her career, which is obviously ultimately prime minister. But is this a victory for me as a fellow black person or as a fellow Nigerian? Of course not. I don't care. I'm not getting her salary. I'm not getting the personal acclaim. It has nothing to do with me. It's just for her and her family alone. And if you're in this kind of position, the things you do to be elected and be involved in this political space generally, they're things that people should be under no illusion that you have to be some kind of black champion or black savior to do, because they don't involve that kind of thing. Again, to keep the analogy going, a black woman becoming CEO of JP Morgan, she's not doing it because now she can really advance, the cause of racial equity and improve the material living conditions for Africans living all around the world. It's not going to do with her. Like, anyone who says, oh my God, I'm so disappointed in the fact that this black woman CEO of JP Morgan is not doing enough to help black people all around the world, why would you ever think this was going to be what she was trying to do? That's where a lot of this analysis just sounds very stupid, because no one should be under any illusion that this is not what this role is about. And also, I think it's very offensive when, like the tweet behind me suggests that just because people have different views to you on racial issues, they're now some kind of, white supremacist darlings, and, you are really speaking for the true voice of black people, and all these other people are just white passing or white identifying because they disagree with you. As far back as we've been having these conversations, even if you go back to, Frederick Douglass, there were other people, very prominent people, that disagreed with some of his views on how they should go about race relations and their relationship with white people. That's why some of them, decided to, move to Haiti, move to Freetown, move to different places. Some people had ideas about having a black republic. There were different ideas, all in that kind of, I guess, basket of ideas. And some people disagreed, some people agreed. And, just because someone at that time was saying something different to Frederick Douglass, that doesn't mean, oh my God, they would rather go back to living in chains and, being a slave. Similarly now, just because Kemi has views about, how apologetic Britain should be about the slave trade and whether or not we should focus on paying reparations and things like that, it is just a difference of opinion. Like, I think it's very inappropriate and incendiary to be calling people all sorts of weird names, and also quite childish, to be honest.